Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do King Spawn, issue number one by Image Comics. Yes, Spawn. That's a long time ago. I've collected Spawn a lot from the 90s, but then I quit because at one point Spawn wasn't, cool anymore. Well, I'm saying that wrong. It was boring for me. The stories wasn't doing anything for me anymore because they went into some kind of a different direction. The art was more artistic, if you mean, if you know what I mean. It was very dark, and not in the sense of story, but more like tone of the art. I didn't like it at all. There was a lot of talking and nothing much going on, so I quit. And then, well, now after I don't know many years, King Spawn is coming out. This comic costs $6 because it's thick and has other stories in as well. So, is it good? Well, well, let's dive in. But before I want we do that, first of all, this is not the cover that I wanted. I had some kind of a dispute with my local comic book store because I got the Todd. I wanted to have the Todd McFarlane cover, and then I waited and I waited, and I said, "Hey, what's going on?" And he said, "I can't get it," and he sent me this, and I was not amused. Yeah, so okay, let's dive in. So we are here in the school, and there was some I don't know teacher talking to the kids, and well, it's not really a teacher. He's also a man of God, and he talks about faith, and he read some psalms, if you will, or things from the book. But he also does something on his telephone, and then the next page is well this. So basically, he blew himself up and a lot of people died, and kids died, and we see some memorabilia a couple of days later or a day later, and then there's Spawn, and Spawn is accompanied by this woman, and it seems that she is the she Spawn. Now, I must admit I missed a lot of Spawn stories and comics since I quit, so I have no clue who all these people are, what his connection is with all these people, and because he has also some connection with called the Shadow League or something like that, um, and it seems that he has some connections to. He's basically like Batman, and she's a detective, or she works for the government, some black op agents. And basically, Spawn wants to know who did this, and he yells at this guy to check the files again, and um, and also talks more like he's always angry. Talks to her name is Jessica Priest, by the way, to Jessica, and he said, "Hey, you're a mother. How do you feel about it when your kids are blown up and that you have to bury them?" But she's a very cool leveled character. She says. Mothers have been grieving for centuries at the senselessness of their lost children. What makes this tragedy so unique? And Spawn says this: it's a message and it's directed at him. And he has some kind of a sigil here, but he cannot decipher it. And basically, he needs to find out where to get the answers. And then he does a Batman and he just goes away. Um, the art is okay. It's cool. I like it, but at the same time, I maybe need to feel a little bit more. So then the art changes, and he basically hunts the city, and goes from place to place seeking answers about what's going on, and he goes to this guy. And it seems that this is some kind of a senator that wants to, manipulating well, he's not the senator, but he's some kind of a big guy that wants to. He manipulates the senator, and he says, "Senator, we're not going to talk about something different. You're going to talk about grieving parents and innocent children, and I don't want to hear anything else. And then you're going to say yes and no, and you just do what I say, or else." So I don't know who he is and what kind of power he has over the senator or over the media, but he is, getting cozy with this woman. Then Spawn comes in, and it seems that he is some kind of an archangel and she's a demon, and basically they are each other's lovers and mistresses. And then this woman says, "Well, Spawn has no dominion here. You don't have to be afraid of him." And then Spawn says, "I beg to differ," and he attacks her, and basically threatens um, the archangel, and he says, "You're gonna decipher what's on this piece that I have, otherwise I'm gonna kill your lover." And and he says, "Let me get something straight. This is a negotiation. I'm calling the shots." And so the archangel reads some kind of a passage or something, and he says, it's some kind of a blueprint. It says there is a group of terrorist cells of some kind and some files, but the biggest part says that they are following the Psalm 137 about killing children to get their God to reveal themselves. And then who's directing them? And it seems that it is Metatron. And I love the cool visual here that he just has that green glow in his mouth. So yeah, he says, "Any clue why he might be?" So the sigil indicates the same place where hell birthed you. So Spawn is going to that place, but then we switch to Metatron. This is Metatron, and it seems that Metatron is a bootlicker because rumors was that he's a human, and he is somehow he conned his way into becoming one of God's favorite chosen handpicked angels. And while Spawn is one, well, he's also handpicked, but he doesn't want to be Spawn because he was killed. And what Metatron likes to be, God's slave, flunky, or whatever. And he has also the power to do, damage, doing damage with his voice. As you can see, he's whispering something in this, this homeless man, and he blows him up. Very cool. Skipping a few pages. Oh, well, hey, we have also some introduction of Sam and Twitch again. And they have no clue what's going on. And I love this look here that this body is just lying there and it's with the face ripped open. And I'm not, I believe this is Sam and this is Twitch. I guess. Yeah, this is Sam. And said, "How are we going to handle this, Twitch? It's not like we got a bat symbol or something." Okay, that's nice. So Spawn gets all armed up. Has a lot of guns with him, and he goes to the place where Metatron is. But Metatron is, I don't know, being ripped apart somehow. So it makes me wonder: is this Metatron or is this someone else? But I'm not entirely sure. So if this Metatron, then he is dead in an instant. So not sure why he is introduced to us in that way. But hey, maybe for story purposes. So skipping a little bit. This is the end of the chapter. So I believe this is the main big bad guy. And it seems that they are trying to do this to, killing the children to, how do you say? I believe they are wanted to do this because they are worshiping King Spawn. Now, I'm not sure if Spawn is King Spawn or that they want him to be a king, maybe a king of hell. I presume, don't know, because as far as I know, if I remember correctly, he once was a king in hell when he beat and killed the demon Malebolgia, or how it's pronounced. So this is a group of people that, doing stuff. To be honest, I'm not sure if where this is going. And I got a lot of other pages as well. But before I go into that, is this cool? Yeah, well, the story is intriguing, but the problem is there's not much going on. I mean, Spawn is more like Batman. He's broody and grumpy and yelling at people and threatening people. And there's some graphic violence, which is all cool and all that in this kind of books. But there's no action. There's nothing there. There's some big reveal or well, this is the big reveal, quote unquote. It's not really big, but yeah, it's a half-naked guy in a chair with skulls in it. I, I I assume he's naked, but I'm not totally sure. Anyway, but there's no demon or attacking Spawn or some kind of a confrontation with some kind of a superhero, a supervillain, and that's disappointing. And like I said, for a first issue, there should something here that should wow me. For me personally, this is personal opinion, because like I said before, I quit Spawn because of all the talking and not showing anything, and it's being dragged out a lot because it was boring. Because Spawn was some kind of a guy that I think, hey, it's a cool costume, has a cool background, he has cool powers, and there's some cool villains. And then all these villains were going away, and there's just talking and talking and talking and stuff about, I don't know, man. It didn't do it for me. And I hope it will be, we get more action in issue 2. And I'm not sure when I get it, because my local comic book shop guy is I don't know, we don't have good communication somehow. I don't know why, but he doesn't respond about my to my emails, which is a shame. But we have also some other pages, but this is not really something that I'm interested in. I mean, this is more like not an introduction, but it's more like, hey, remember Hans, that other symbiote guy? So this small little stories, couple of pages about these people that are getting back into the Spawn universe, and maybe they're getting their own series, or maybe the story's going to flow into other books. I don't know, but it's not really that I'm interested in. I never got into Haunt because I was being thrown to death with symbiote type of villains and heroes, and from Marvel, why am I forgetting Venom? I was a little bit done with that. So yeah, it looks cool. We are also introduced to something new called Nightmare. So I thought this was Spawn in demon form, and now this is just another Spawn type, and then he calls himself Nightmare, which is a lame name for, it's just lame. I'm not gonna talk about it. It's just doesn't do anything for me, and we have some kids and parents getting murdered, and looks great and stuff, but I don't care. And the most interesting thing is this one, Gunslinger. So there's a book coming out, or is out already. It's called Gunslinger. This art is by Brett Booth, and the story is very interesting, and it looks very cool looking. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick it up because I don't know. I'm over cowboy-like villains or heroes. And the premise was this was set in the past, and then he's getting transported into the present, which I think is a shame. I mean, if it was in the 1800s where he comes from, I think it was more, for me, interesting, because it's just another setting with a new character. But now we're going into the present, and you know what? I'm sick of the present sometimes. So yeah, we have an interview. I don't care. Is it a good book? I don't know. It's just a little bit of disappointing for me. I expected more. I paid $6 for that, and then we just have some talking, revelations, and then some pages about characters that I really don't care about, except for Gunslinger. So it's more like a meh book. Maybe issue 2 will be better. We'll see. We will see. We'll see. I'm gonna stop rambling now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Give me a like, leave something in the comment, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye.